Hey guys, what's up? This is Stephanie Plaitis here with CreatingWithin.com, your place to get in touch with your inner world. And today I'm coming to you live from a small little bungalow yoga cafe here in Bali. And I wanted to just open up my laptop and have a conversation with you guys, because it's been a while since I've done like a very kind of impromptu video where it's just me having a conversation and just kind of expressing my thoughts without any kind of focus of wanting to teach or talk on a specific topic. See, because very much I'm still in a space where I'm trying to really still find my voice in these videos and be able to figure out how I can translate all that I am within this format of communicating with you guys. And so I'm still kind of navigating and figuring out what works best and what feels the most authentic for me. So here I am, and I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were just talking about just different things and some stuff that had triggered him, and I don't know, just talking about life. And recently I had been going through some things internally, and you know, it's just part of life, we all go through it. But what I was mentioning to him is just the power of really having people that can mirror you your own shit back to you, because there's too many people out there who are really stuck on their pain. And you know, I see these groups, some of these spiritual groups that I'm on online, and I just see people how they're constantly vomiting their problems. But reality, when I really see the energy and the essence behind it, is most of them don't really want to change, and they just want attention, and they just want validation. And through their complaining and their whining about their problems, I noticed that, you know, in the spiritual community, there's also this kind of fine line where we become too kind of kumbaya, too airy-fairy, where we are just, everybody's like, oh, love, love, but it's not really coming from a true, authentic place. It's just like, oh, you're so loved, you're so wonderful, don't worry about it. Like, you know, we want to validate people so much that we're not really mirrors to them. We're just kind of telling them what they want to hear, and we want to like spread all this love, but is it really genuine? And so I just look at, you know, my own experience, and I realize like the times where I'm going through my own stuff and I'm kind of muddled and I can't really see things clearly, because sometimes, unfortunately, no matter how much we think we know, you know, at the end of the day we don't know shit, and we need people to mirror us back to us, and that means you need to have really good people around you. And sometimes that's hard to find. I talk to a lot of people, and that's the one thing that people complain the most, is that they don't have really people around them that they can get on deep levels, that they can really show their authentic self, that they can really be who they are. And I have to say I'm very grateful, because I have an amazing best friend who I've been friends with her for 13 years, and we grew up together. And the thing that I value the most about our friendship, and it's what I hope to have in a partnership when it comes to a male relationship, romantic relationship, it's kind of what I have with my best friend, because we have grown so much together, we've been through so much, but at the end of the day we really are each other's mirrors. And when I'm going through stuff, the last thing I want is somebody to tell me how wonderful and great I am and tell me shit that I want to hear. No, I want you to tell me the shit I don't want to hear. I want you to tell me that hard stuff that I'm not willing to look at, because that's the whole point when we're suffering. You know, so much of our suffering really comes down to our thoughts and the way that we think, and we're seeing a situation and perceiving things. And if we're surrounded by a bunch of people who are kind of in la la land and are not really showing us who we are, you know, no matter how painful it is, because sometimes we sit there and we see people and we don't want to get in it and we don't say anything, but I mean, there's nothing more value than having somebody, obviously, that you know is coming from a genuine place, because like anything, nothing in life is black and white. You're going to have people in your life that sometimes are those critical people, and they just want to tell you shit about yourself, but it's not coming from a genuine, open, authentic place. It's just kind of like they want to nitpick and they want to criticize you and make you feel bad because they themselves aren't good with them. Now that's a completely different dynamic, and you need to be able to discern that and have enough personal awareness to recognize those people. But you know, I really think that it's so important for everybody to find, whether it's a friend or whether you get a mentor or whatever, to find somebody who can really mirror you back to you, because somebody who can tell you the things that you want to that you don't want to hear is the most valuable gift that anybody can give you. And I really believe that that's true love, and that's the only kind of relationships that I like to have. And you know, anybody who knows me knows that I'll love you to pieces, but I'm never gonna tell you something you don't want to hear. I mean, I'm never gonna tell you shit you want to hear if it's not the truth. You know, I'm always gonna come from a loving place, and because that's what I need. You know, recently when I've been going through my own stuff, and I called my best friend up, and I was like, yo, like, these are the thoughts I'm having, like snap some sense into me, you know. And she mirrors me back to me, and shows me the things, and sometimes I'm defensive and I fight with her through it, but at the end of the day, it's what I need. And so that's the most loving thing we can do for another person, is to be authentic within ourselves, and to be authentic enough within them that we can tell them the truth. So anyways, I don't really know where I'm going with this conversation, but that's kind of just what we were talking about, and I just kept emphasizing the fact that, you know, just sometimes what I see with the spiritual community is that we get sometimes too lost in the whole yada yada, wanting to be so united and so loving, which is great, but it's really still not an authentic unconditional love, because it's really still coming from a place of we want attention, and let me tell you how bad my life is so that you can validate me and tell me how much you love me. But really, how helpful is that? You know, and I think at some point we need to start taking our power back and realizing that if we're going through shit, like, somebody telling us that we're wonderful might seem nice and might be what we want to hear, but really what we need is something completely different. See, usually what we want in life and what we need are two completely different things. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go now, and yeah. Alright guys, this was a little bit of a different video. I would love to hear your vibe and your thoughts. I'm going to start trying new things with the videos that I do, because in many ways I'm in this new path of my life as I just moved to Bali, and I'm going to be traveling again, and I'm launching my ebook. So in many ways, you know, you're always constantly learning and growing, and I'm redefining a whole new aspect of who I am and who I want to be. And even in relation to with you guys, and I want to build a connection, even though it's kind of through this format. So yeah, hit me up, let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys. Bye.